Awesome. Oh, brilliant!
Hi, Toki. It's super late, isn't it? I normally don't stream this late, but I wanted to stream anyway because I felt like doing it. But uh, I just didn't do it. Earlier. Don't worry about it, okay? We're here today, though. What the fuck happens if I clip studio? What the? Eh? What the? Mind. Okay, you know what? We worry about that later. Never mind. I just want to play Genshin. We might do Honkai, but we do have like 10 minutes left on the arlecchino with the chlorine planner. I wanted to farm wishes, but then I like honestly forgot to play. What the what is this? Okay, it's gone, never mind, whatever. I hope I'm not inconveniencing by like streaming so late. Consider this our like secret nighttime stream or something. Where I do have a bit of things to do.
Can't catch me.
No touching, come on! May I present?
Attaboy! Burst forth.
Born of icy frost.
Moment of birth. Man, it's showtime! Let's roll!
He got out of my ring, bro. It's so annoying.
Come into being.
Blaze over.
Who wants some of this?
The way my Ito could do so much more damage if I could get him a defense weapon.
Catch me.
For some reason, I'm unable to get the Claymore prototype. It's actually awful, so I haven't been able to build what he needs. I'm just gonna chill and see if we can quickly get through the arlecchino story quest, which I haven't been able to do. And then if I am able to stream tomorrow, we will do the main quest, and after that I want to do Honkai and get through the Pinakoni storyline.
Oh, and you've brought some friends with you this time.
Hello, my name's Linny. I grew up in the House of the Hearth. And you are?
Hi, Linny. I'm also a child of the House of the Hearth, just like you. You can call me Clairvy.
Clairvy?
It's nice to meet you. Does that name ring any bells, Linny?
No, not at all. That's not a name we have on our roster, I'm sure of it. What I'm not sure of, though, is how she managed to sneak in. She must be the phantom child Father's been searching for. From the looks of it, I'm guessing you were the one that found her, Fremine. You, haven't told Father, have you?
No, I haven't told anyone. I've just been keeping her hidden.
For how long?
About half a month now.
Half a month is crazy, just keeping your
Croissant.
secret, child.
Do you have any idea what you're doing?
I know what I'm doing.
Really? 'Cause from where I'm standing, it looks like you're hiding the very person Father has been trying to find. If Father finds out about this, everyone involved is going to be punished. You know the rules of the house, Fremine. I know you do. Father doesn't tolerate any form of betrayal. So why are you doing this?
I've thought it through. And I just can't hand her over like that. Linny, don't you remember last year? Chaplot nearly died after getting poisoned during that one mission. He wasn't able to get back before the poison started taking effect, and not a single person was there to help him. That night, while I was sleeping, I heard a voice telling me to go save him. I opened my eyes, but I couldn't find the source of the voice. I thought maybe I was just hearing things, but I went to look for him anyway. Luckily, I got there with enough time to save his life. That feeling of being haunted, of hearing voices, it's happened many times in the House of the Hearth. I'm sure you've noticed.
So what you're saying is, that was her? She was the one who spoke to you that night?
Unless there are other spirits roaming around the House of the Hearth, I don't think there's any other possibility. If Clairvy were our enemy, it wouldn't matter whether she was a spirit or an actual child. I would have acted without a second thought, because that's what Father ordered us to do. But she's been living with us, helping us from the shadows all this time. I think that makes her family. I couldn't just hand her over to be dealt with. Not when there's so much we still don't know.
He's got a good heart,
So
good for
what's your
him.
plan then? You can't keep her here forever. Someone is bound to find out eventually.
I haven't thought that far yet. I don't want to disobey an order from Father, but I also don't want to put Clairvy in danger.
Come with me.
He's an empath and we
There are a
love
couple things
that.
I'd like to say to you in private.
Those two sure care a lot about each other. Well, they got a funny way of showing it. From where Paimon was floating, it sure seemed like they were about to bite each other's heads off. No way!
Well, maybe more like
They have a
Lydia.
really deep bond. I could tell right away, because I also have a friend like that. I just don't know how long that kind of bond can last.
What do you mean?
The darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine. No one can get out alive.
I'm sorry, Linny. I really didn't mean to drag anyone else into this.
Oh really? You didn't mean to? 'Cause I for one wish you did.
Huh? What do you mean?
You know, when we were younger, you didn't call me Linny. You called me brother, just like Lynette. We grew up together, the three of us. We were all orphans, all rescued by Father. Of all the siblings in the House of the Hearth, I think our bond was the closest. Later on, when you started calling me Linny, I wasn't actually surprised. After all, Lynette and I are related by blood. We've had to depend on each other to survive long before we joined the house.
Linny,
The darkest and most difficult moments of my life happened before you and I had ever met. I'm sure that's true for you as well. Even so, Fremine, we've stood by each other for all these years now, and to me, that means more than blood. You and Lynette are the most important people in my life. No one can replace you. So I won't let you face anything alone. Not if I can help it.
Oh, looks like things
I
are
would have
getting
not
kinda
guessed that
heated
they were
between
actually
Lee and
blood
Fremine.
siblings.
Maybe we should go check on them. Oh, it's raining. I should put my clothes away.
What? That is a strange child.
Looks like she's not here either.
And she just disappears. Oh, okay.
It's time to eat.
What is that? I'm stepping in your food. Sorry. I'm gonna go eavesdrop on this conversation now.
Hey, you two! Hope we aren't interrupting anything. Like a fight, or... Oh, wait a minute, Fremine. You're not crying, are you? Is everything alright?
everything's fine. Thanks for asking.
This dude is
Well,
not
we're all
fucking
friends
crying
here,
right
right?
now.
We've been through so much together, so if there's anything we can do to help, just say the word.
It's just a small family dispute. It's not something our guests should trouble themselves with. In fact, it might be better if your stay ended here.
Sometimes having guests around can come in handy. Do we really want to intrude on this?
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes are less likely to escalate. That's what you're trying to say, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, fake your relationship while I'm around here.
I... just...
Put on a
Thank
happy
you.
face when your
I was
guests
really
are
hoping to
around.
keep you out of it. But even if I could think of some other reason to turn you away, I'm not sure I could convince you. I know things could turn dangerous, so I promise you this. From now on, I'll protect you like my life depends on it.
Me too.
Well, back to the matter at hand then. If we don't plan on handing Clairvy over to Father, then our only other option is to solve the mystery of her identity before Father is able to track her down. That means finding out where she came from and what she's doing here. Then we can send her on her merry way and pretend like none of this ever happened.
I've tried that already.
And?
And... nothing. I tried taking her somewhere really far away, but... after some time, she just reappeared. She even came with us all the way to Poisson. It seems like wherever the house is, she follows.
That is not a real
Don't know
girl.
much about spirits. Do you two have any ideas?
Let's see here. Paimon remembers hearing something like, if you fulfill a spirit's last wish before they
Oh, wait,
die,
she's dead.
they'll
Never
let go of
mind.
whatever's keeping them here and return to the ley lines. Oh, it's just that Paimon doesn't really remember where she heard that, so it's not guaranteed to work or anything.
Well, sounds like it's worth a shot. Guess that means we should go ask her about her wish. But first, Fremine, I need you to promise me something.
What is it?
I need you to promise me that this will stay between the two of us. We're the masterminds behind this whole thing. No one else gets involved. Can you do that for me?
Of course. I promise.
All right. Then let's seal the promise just like when we were kids. Fist bump on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I swear.
Where does she come from?
Whoa!
Lynette!
You scared me! Ah!
What
Literally, where
brings
did she
you
come
here, dear
from?
sister? And, when exactly did you get here?
You're an idiot, brother.
Um,
And you too, Fremine. You 3, Traveler.
What did I
And you
do?
4, Paimon.
Wait, what did we do?
I've seen Clairvy around the House of the Hearth before. I hadn't seen her in Poisson, so I figured she must not have come with us. But it turns out, you were just hiding her. I heard you talking about your plan. Rather than steering clear of the situation, I'd rather fully join in. If you don't agree, I'll have no choice but to report everything back to Father. Simple as that.
you're not giving us much wiggle room here, Lynette. Well, I guess we're all in this together then. After we talk to Clairvy, we'll figure out our next move. There's no time to lose. Let's go.
I'm full. Thank you for bringing me this food, you guys. She said she's full, but the food doesn't look like it's even been touched.
Oh, she's a spirit. She can't actually eat.
That's right. Based on what I've been able to observe, it doesn't seem like Clairvy can interact with the physical world at all. Still, when she's presented with food, she'll always linger around it for a good little while. Maybe, in her mind, she really is eating those things.
Does she know that she has already passed away?
I've tried to ask her, but she didn't answer. My guess is that she's just as confused as we are. Or maybe she couldn't understand the question at all.
Clairvy, if you've got some time, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Sure. Oh, another new friend. Hi, I'm Clairvy.
Hello.
Clairvy, how did you join the House of the Hearth?
Huh? Isn't it the same for everybody? The knave brings you here and then you can't leave.
It's just that
Wait.
your name, it's not on the roster. And I've never seen you before.
The roster?
That doesn't sound,
I get it now.
normal.
I think there might be some
These
things
are
you
children.
don't know about this place. The people in charge, they're not as nice as they look. They say they keep a roster, but it's not complete. There are a lot of people who aren't on it, and never will be. In this house, some people are family, and other people are just test subjects. Those kinds of people aren't ever going to get a place on the roster, unless it's the roster of people who've been executed. Wait, does that mean the knave... She...
And we just taking people out?
Is there anyone that can vouch for you?
Perry. She's my best friend. She's the only one I trust in this place.
Have either of you heard of that name before?
No.
Me neither.
Clairvy, Perry. Neither of those names are on the roster. But it seems like she's telling the truth. Either that, or this kid's already got a bag of tricks bigger than mine. Maybe we should try a different approach. Clairvy, do you have a wish?
A wish?
It can be anything you want. Just imagine. It's your birthday, you're blowing out the candles, and your wish is...
Can't tell people or it's not gonna come true.
To go outside, where the sun can find me. That's it? Well, that sounds easy enough. The darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine. No one can get out alive.
What did she mean by that? Things can't be that simple.
Okay, time to divide and conquer. Listen up, I've got a plan. I'll try and find a way to use basic illusory magic to take Clairvy outside and bring her somewhere with sunlight. Lynette, try and find the list of executions that Clairvy was talking about, and see if her name is on it. Fremine, you stay in Poisson. We can't be the only ones who've had run-ins with Clairvy. I need you to collect intel on everything she's said and done.
Understood.
I'll try my best.
What about us? What should we do?
I really appreciate your willingness to help, but this is a family matter. I don't want to drag you in too deep. It's too risky. Let me think. Since Father considers you to be guests, maybe you could stick by her side for a little while. You don't need to do anything except keep up some nice, casual conversation.
Ah, Paimon gets it.
Distract her. How should we
I'll
contact
give you a
you?
magic bird. If Father suspects something, all you need to do is release it when she's not looking, and it'll alert me that something's wrong. Of course, that's only as a last resort. If Father doesn't seem to notice us, there's no need to make contact. We'll reconvene here tonight after all's said and done. If the worst-case scenario happens and we're discovered, just tell Father everything. We're not going to let our guests get punished for our own actions. That's where we draw the line.
Be careful.
You too. Okay, this is where we part. Father should be at the beach nearby.
It was really like the second we get caught, just spill your guts.
I really hope this goes well. No, it has to go well.
I literally just
That's
have to
the
be a
only way
rat the
this can
second I get
resolved.
caught. We get to go talk to Arlecchino. Man, which more characters? I wish I could see more often in this game. Honestly, it would be so nice if we could just beat characters. Like, outside of quests. I think I saw a tweet that was like that. It was like, you should be able to see Genshin characters more often. Man, it's a really, it really would just be nice. Like imagine going to the restaurant in Leeway and seeing like Xiangling cooking with her dad. Jean's office, Jean's there. Lisa too, maybe. Fine. 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 Oh, child?
It's the knave and child.
Hi. Wait.
Aren't you supposed to be in Snezhnaya recuperating? What are you still doing in Fontaine?
Oh, it's you two. I didn't expect to run into you here.
Stop
I
faking.
was unconscious for quite a while after the fight in the Primordial Sea. After I woke up, I realized I was being taken back to Snezhnaya, and well, I couldn't have that now, could I? Not when I've still got unfinished business here in Fontaine. So, I mustered up all my strength and made the journey back on my own.
What sort of unfinished business are we talking here?
It has to do with Skirk, my master. I really wanted to meet up with her, but by the time I got back, she had already left. I still have so many questions for her. Without any other leads, all I could do was ask the knave to help me track her down. She must have left behind some traces from her time in Fontaine.
Oh, okay. So, have you found any clues?
Unfortunately,
Well, this
no.
isn't Child Story
While the
Quest.
House
We're
of
not
the
here
Hearth
for
is
you.
adept at collecting all manner of intelligence, certain existences can still manage to escape our purview.
Basically, unless Master feels there's a need to meet with me, she's not going to be found. But that problem has an easy fix. I just need to become stronger, and then...
Paimon thinks you should focus on getting better first.
the worst of it is over. It's all thanks to that one kid from the House of the Hearth. Elwar, I think her name was. She gave me a bunch of random potions to drink. They didn't go down easy, let me tell you. Pain and chills all over. But they really did help speed up my recovery. And that's good, because it looks like I really do have to head back this time. The old man's been putting the pressure on me. He sent someone to tell me I'm needed for some sort of project.
Project Stuja?
Yeah, that's the one. I heard Regrader's involved too. I'm not looking forward to having to listen to all his monologuing, that's for sure. Hey, maybe you could think of a way for me to stay in Fontaine for a little longer. Helping Linny and the others brush up on their fighting skills would be far more interesting. If you and I could spar, that would be even better. I've been waiting for a chance to see you go all out.
And what a sweet little daydream that is. But I also have a role to play in all this. I'll be leaving Fontaine shortly as well. Besides, considering how little they see fit to step outside the homeland, being called on to return to Snezhnaya by such illustrious dignitaries, what a great honor. Wouldn't you agree?
One I could do without, I'd say.
Is it just Paimon? Or does it kind of seem like they're...
Casually talking their colleagues behind their backs. Wait, I wasn't
So,
listening,
dear guests
no!
of the House of the Hearth, to what do I owe the visit?
Well, we just...
Wanted to learn more about you.
Right! We're super close to Linny and the others, but we still don't know much about you!
Is that so? Introductions have already been made, have they not?
Oh, well, you see? There's only so much you can learn about someone from a short introduction. At least tell us something a little extra, like... Why do you call yourself father?
Huh, good question. I'd also like to know.
The fact that you have to ask tells me our intelligence work has been quite successful. Telling you the answer to that question would only serve to undermine that success. And we can't have that, now can we?
Spoken like a true diplomat. That was some expert sidestepping right there.
Well, if there's nothing else, I think I'll take my leave. I still have a small matter to resolve at home.
It answers none of my questions. If the name leaves right now, she's sure to run to Liddy and Clairby. Should I release the bird Liddy gave us? No, we should try to get her talking about something else first. About the House of the Hearth. What does the organization mean to you? Okay.
I'd also like to hear the answer to this. I've met some of the members of your organization, and they all seemed like really good kids. They actually reminded me of Tonya and Tusser.
So she just runs a
By the way,
glorified orphanage.
If you ever betray them, I'm just letting you know, I won't let you off easy.
And why would I betray them?
Well, you've already betrayed the House of the Hearth once, haven't you? At least, that's what I heard.
Oh?
Okay, I admit. That's just what the old man told me. The rooster, I mean.
The knave betrayed the House of the Hearth, so does that mean what Clairby said was true? Does the knave really treat her children like test subjects?
Wait, did you really do something bad to those kids?
Never mind what I've done. I'm more curious as to what the mighty rooster had to say. Care to enlighten me?
Well, nothing much. Just some stuff about you taking out many other members of the House of the Hearth, and even going so far to attack your own family.
I see.
Oh, based on your reaction, I'm guessing it's all a bunch of lies.
Hardly.
I don't appreciate his particular turns of phrase, but I suppose he didn't say anything untrue. Although, it would be more accurate to say that there is a certain level of prejudice involved, but I don't intend to clear that up just yet. Prejudice has a funny way of concealing the real truth behind certain things, an attribute that I find to be quite advantageous. Call yourself a Fontanian, for example, and people will assume all sorts of things, when the real truth is that this is simply the land where I was raised.
Huh? You're not actually from Fontaine? But then why did you try to help out with the prophecy and everything?
Wait.
I was trying to protect the children born in Fontaine. Claiming that I myself was a Fontanian simply made it easier to operate. People would hardly suspect a fellow Fontanian of having any ulterior motives. Who wouldn't want to save their homeland after all? The primordial sea wouldn't have any effect on me, but it would have caused great harm to the House of the Hearth. Well, you wanted extra information, didn't you? There you go. I hope that satisfied your curiosity.
So much for learning anything about her betrayal. She's probably only revealed that other secret in order to change the subject. It seems like she's trying to avoid talking about her past.
So, you stayed in Fontaine for the kids. I guess I was wrong to believe you'd betray them. Apologies. Looks like I was holding on to some prejudices myself.
Good. Like I said, I like it when others have misconceptions of me.
Actually, while I was recuperating at the House of the Hearth, there was something else that really caught my attention. I heard that members always resolve disputes and arguments with a friendly spar, and the loser has to back down. Seems pretty cool if you ask me.
Of course it
Give them
would.
plenty of opportunities to hone their skills.
Well, that's only a recent development. In the past, such spars weren't nearly so friendly. The losing party would lose everything, including their life.
They were that high stakes? Whew, at least that's not a thing anymore.
Well, the current atmosphere's not half bad. I'm a bit jealous, actually. You've got so many family members around you, and you even get to live with them.
Having a lot of family around means dealing with a considerable amount of bickering and scheming. Once Tonya and Tusser enter their rebellious phase, I'm sure you'll understand. Just imagine. Tusser becomes obsessed with plucking out strands from the rooster's mustache, or Tonya decides to dye her hair 42 different colors.
Okay. I get the picture.
As the conversation shifts to the topic of Tony and Tusser, child, I didn't get the okay. Things, it's the type of conversation that would, never mind. Okay.
Well, would you look at the time? I should probably get going. Traveler, Paimon, I'm not sure where our paths will cross next, but the next time we run into each other, we should definitely try and find some time to spar.
Sure.
Again, maybe this is a conversation we can have when you look less like you're gonna keel over.
All right. Well, thanks for everything, Arlecchino.
No thanks necessary. You also played a part in obtaining the Gnosis. I would say we can call ourselves even.
I like the sound of that. Well, I'm off. See you all some other time.
We should probably get going too. Do you want to head back with us?
Oh? You want me to leave so soon?
Oh, well, you see,
I'm rather enjoying the evening breeze. If you don't mind, I think I'll stick around for a bit. I have some things to think about. Apologies for not attending to you like a proper host. Please forgive this slight. I do hope you'll have a pleasant stay.
We managed to keep her distracted until nightfall. Good thing Child was there to keep the conversation going. You don't think she suspected anything, do you? Oh, I wonder if Liddy ran into any issues. Let's hurry back and see how everything went.
Okay, bet. Honestly, I'm not surprised that she's from Fontaine. Well, not from Fontaine. I was surprised to hear that she even was when she said it originally, so like,
Oh, you decided to stay a little longer. Let's take in the ocean view together then.
Is this the ocean? I mean, I guess you could say that. Would you call this an ocean? I feel like it's a giant lake. I don't know. I don't know what you would specifically call bodies of water. I mean, it is pretty big. Alright, we go back to Fishtown. Why does it get rid of my quest? What is that? We're all just like here.
Lenny, how did everything go?
Well, long story short, we ran into a small issue. Clairvy can't go into the sunlight.
What do you mean? Oh, does she have like
Everything was fine at first. She
the
followed
skin
me up to the
disease?
surface just like I told her.
She's like a vampire in the skin. The
But
sunlight
as I led
burns
her
her
out
skin.
of the shadows and into the sunlight, she vanished. I turned around and there she was, standing at the edge of the shadows, silently watching me.
Huh. Maybe she's afraid of sunlight, or... No, it wouldn't be her wish if that were the case. Well, we could always try pushing her into it.
Not sure pushing works on a non-corporeal being.
Oh, true.
I've pretty much tried it all already. Nothing worked. Eventually, the sun went down, so all I could do was bring her back here. How did it go with you, Lynette?
Good. I've got the list. It's right here.
Really? Well, what are we waiting for? Let's take a look! Oh, that's a lot of pages. Oh, it's gonna take forever to get through it all.
We can each take a section. Here.
La Pouillade, Landois, Chambel, Horaire.
You know, Paimon's got a pretty good French accent, no? Like, she's really good at pronouncing French words. Not that I'm good, but you know, I can hear a good French pronunciation.
Oh, yikes. That Horaire guy has a huge scar on his face. He's kinda giving Paimon the creeps.
Hey, Paimon, don't judge
Ah,
people.
I've met him before. The scar is from an injury he received during a mission. I still remember him joking with me about it. He said any future lover would take one look at him and then lose all interest.
Did he say anything else?
Well, I asked if there was someone he was interested in. He said no, and that's where our conversation ended. It was only later that I learned he really did have someone he liked. He risked everything to escape so he could be with her, but it didn't work. One day, Father asked to see him, and, well, I never saw him again after that.
Wait, so that means the knave, she...
It may seem cruel, but it's just one of the rules of the house. Betrayal is not to be taken lightly. We know too many secrets to come and go as we please. So, if you do try to leave, you pay with your life.
A solemn atmosphere descends over the group. Okay.
Your name's not here, huh? Well, that's not too surprising.
Game, let me
It
read.
doesn't seem like this list is complete. It only contains records dating back around 5 years. Let's shift our attention then. Fremine, were you able to find anything out? Fremine.
Sorry. I was thinking about something. I managed to talk to quite a few people, but I couldn't help but notice that the atmosphere in the house was a little... strange.
Strange.
Yeah, I mean, I know there have been arguments in the past, times when people haven't gotten along. Chaplot and Filiol are a good example of that.
Oh, those are two of the people that we met while delivering supplies. Paimon can see how they might not get along. They had very different vibes, and their, interests seem to be pretty different as well.
That's to be expected, actually. Father brought us all here, shared her knowledge with us, taught us how to fight. That's one thing we all share. But that's also where the similarities end. Not all of us feel the same desire to stay here. As members of the House of the Hearth, we're also considered part of the Fatui. And to a lot of people, that's an identity they never asked for. Certain members get older and realize they want something else for themselves. But considering the rules of the house, most people would never say that out loud.
Damn, so they just
People
can't
like
leave.
Chaplot and Foltz are loyal to Father and her vision. They're proud to be part of the Fatui. Filiol and Nantoy, on the other hand, well, they aren't quite as enthusiastic.
These kinds of conflicts have always been there. It's not like Father is in the dark about any of this.
Well, that's true. But it just feels like things have gotten worse lately. Filiol and the others, it seemed like they were meeting in secret to talk about something.
Escape?
Can't say for sure, but I think they've met Clairvy.
You think she's been inciting them to act out?
No, not exactly. But I wouldn't be surprised if she said something to them about the darkness in the house and how deep it runs. She's told me about it before. Experiments being run on children. People being used as pawns on the battlefield without so much as the strength to survive.
And they just believed all that? Without any evidence?
I mean, can't be too
Clairvy's
surprising though,
parents
right?
Probably gave them the excuse they were looking for. Whether they actually believe them to be true is secondary.
This is all because of Project Stuja, isn't it?
Whoa. Hold on a second. What's this Project Stuja all about, huh? This is the second time it's come up now.
Sorry, but I'm not sure of the details either. I only know what Father has told us, which is that it's something the Rooster and Regrator have been working on together. Apparently, it has to do with the Fatui's strategic plan for the future. Because
Does it
the
have
House
to
of
do
the
with their
Hearth was so successful
collecting
in
a
obtaining
bunch
the
of
Gnosis,
Gnosis?
we now have the honor of playing a key role in Project Stuja.
Wait, but isn't that a good thing?
Key role is just another way of saying dangerous role. To us, the whole thing is an inconvenience. Father thinks so too, but she's in no position to refuse. Their plan isn't exactly unreasonable, and they've been funneling the house a lot of funding. It's just that we'll lose a lot of members in the process. Participating in the plan, it's an honor in name only. What they're really trying to do is subdue us. The existence of an intelligence organization outside their control makes them feel uneasy.
Looks like the Fatui are plotting something big, even given how little Linny and the others seem to know about it. I probably wouldn't be able to learn much. I should keep a sharp eye out during any future dealings with the Fatui to see what I can learn.
Okay, super super complicated top secret Fatui business aside, what does all of this have to do with the conflicts you were talking about earlier? Paimon doesn't get the connection.
I swear, I wish if they're gonna keep giving the Traveler, like, quote-unquote lines, that they would at least let the voice actor say things instead of just kind of leaving it for the supposed vital moments. Or just to make it more impactful. It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like it should be voice acted, but maybe I'm crazy.
External pressure has a way of exacerbating internal strife. You can't overlook the power of fear either. People are afraid of dying, and that fear is often the impetus for a lot of stupid decisions.
Like, it's probably just so that you can self-insert more, I guess. But like, at the same time, why? I just wanna play my little gotcha game.
I thought resolving the Clairvy situation would make everything go back to normal.
Child, I'm so eepy right now. Why am I so sleepy all of a sudden?
But it looks like things are more complicated than I
I
thought.
should go, like, get a drink of water.
If we leave Filiol and the others to their own devices, sooner or later, Father will be forced to take action.
Wait, I like did just eat before I started a stream. That would explain. Ugh.
We can only focus on one situation at a time, brother.
You're right. Even if we confront Filial and the others, it won't do any good. It might even make matters worse. We should focus on Clairvy for now. Well, it's getting late. We should head back and get some rest. We'll try again first thing tomorrow. Lynette, you stick with me this time. Fremine, keep a close eye on Filial and the others. Make sure they don't do anything they'll regret. Good work today, everyone. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, oh. Whoops. Okay, bedtime. We go sleepy sleep. Honk shoe, honk shoe. I didn't get to read!
I'm always looking forward to an early night, but she can't sleep at all.
Stretch.
Hey, you don't think the
Every time I stretch, I pop my elbow.
Everyone if she finds out about all this, do you? When she smiles. If she were to actually get angry... Ooh, you have to protect Paimon if that happens, okay, Traveler?
Honestly, she is kind of scary. I am also afraid of her. You get your side behind me.
Trust is effort, Traveler. Look over there!
Oh, she's running off. Clairvy, what's she doing over there?
Quick, let's catch up with her before anyone sees.
Oh, she's just running around, all like ghosty and stuff. She would definitely scare some people if she was just running around all like transparent and stuff. Honestly, I think it'd freak me out. I don't believe in ghosts, but if I did see one, it'd be crazy. I won't believe in ghosts until I see them for myself. I've definitely had a couple like interactions with like ghosts. Well, not interactions, I would say, but more like very odd like moments where it's like, was that a ghost?
What if someone sees her, we're toast?
Like, you know, just random things. There was this one time I was like laying in bed, and then I heard a voice call me, and I thought it was my father, actually. So I get up and I go to him, and he's like actually just napping on the couch. Ain't nobody calling me. Nobody was calling me, and like, it was really weird. It was a really weird inter moment. Wait, where am I going? She's not here. Wait, I can take this thing, right? And it'll just... I don't have to climb. Yeah, okay, that was a little far. I didn't want to go that far out. Follow Claire V. I did, but she's not here. I don't. Oh, I walked past her. Weird, it didn't just like take me out of the quest because I wasn't in range. Claire V.
I opened the window while no one was looking.
Oh, she's
Look how
definitely like in a
pretty
separate
outside was.
timeline. Window? There's nothing here.
If only I could have more than this.
Yeah, she's definitely just like not here. Like at
You
all.
probably think I'm being silly, huh? All this hopeless resisting. It's better to dream of what I could have than try to make it a reality, right?
Right.
Please, help us get on the same page here, Clary. We need you to tell us
sorry.
what you know. Can you do that?
Hi, Ayune.
Sure.
Interesting plot development.
After you hear all this, I think you might regret that decision. Everyone in this family is
Yeah, we
nothing
kicking it
more
with
than a
ghosts and stuff
tool.
now.
Something to be
For
used and
Ghostbusters.
exploited. We're all expendable, including me. As long as you're useful, you get to stick around. Lose your
How you
value.
been? It's been a bit
Handed
since
over
I've
to
been
the
streaming,
doctor.
well, actually.
Experimented
Well, she's not
on,
even like touching the ground. Look at her, she's
but a fate
floating.
worse than death. I've seen it happen again and again, and I've had enough.
That
You're
is
saying
rough, Claire V.
Maeve did all that? It's just that doesn't seem like something she would do. She's scary and all, but it seems like even she has lines she wouldn't cross. I knew you wouldn't believe me. Everyone thinks she's a good person. They all think of her like a real mother. Mother?
Mother?
But she doesn't deserve that title. She's disgraced it and tarnished it.
Is that why she's called
If I had
father?
things my way, I'd never see her again.
Hmm?
If only
Mangum,
Perry were here.
hmm?
She'd
Is that why she's
understand.
called father instead of
Perry.
mother?
There's that name again. Also, Paimon's getting a strange feeling.
Okay.
It almost feels like she's not really here with us.
We just now figured that
Paimon
out.
can't tell if she's actually talking to us or if she's mistaken us for someone else.
I'm not sure either. She's a spirit, it could be anything.
Well, in any case, it seems like she really needs someone to talk to. We should keep her company for a little longer. She looks so young. But it seems like she's been through a lot. It's getting windy. I should close the window. Ooh, look at the moon. Isn't it pretty? Hey, wanna hear a secret?
Okay.
I heard that if you look up at the night sky in Snezhnaya, you can see the aurora. It's supposed to be super pretty. Even prettier than the moon tonight.
Imagine if we get to like Shisnai and you actually can see the aurora at nighttime. That would be so nice. Oh, I want to see a freaking frozen tundra. Like giant trees and like just snowy winter wonderland in Shazaya. Like that would be so nice. And then like little cottages. It would be so cute. I would love to see that. I really want that to be Shazaya. And then just like the Russian national anthem in the background. Like that's Shazaya. I want that to be Shazaya. Oh, sorry about like not streaming in like ages. I like have been trying to, but every time I want to stream, I'm like, I don't know what to do. I get caught up in like trying to plan or something, and I just like end up not doing it altogether. Ba, ba, ba. I love the song.
We promised each other that once we're older, we're gonna go see it together. But I can't find her. I'm worried she's also been... No, that wouldn't happen to her. She's special. Mother likes her a lot. I should really go talk to Mother, but we just fought. She doesn't want to see me, and I'm too scared to face her.
Mother is
should I do?
definitely Arlecchino, right? The knave. After some time, Clary seems to have come back to. Let me read it,
I don't really doesn't
Genshin.
understand
Come
what's
on.
going on with her. Well, let's head back. We've got an early morning tomorrow.
And the night passes. It is now daytime.
All right, looks like we're all here.
Never mind.
Let's go ahead with the plan.
Before we do that, I have a question.
Oh? What is it?
Have the knave and the doctor ever worked together?
What makes you ask that?
Well, we kinda ran into Clairvy last night.
Well, we
and
followed
that's
her,
what she
more
told
like,
us.
but we'll say that.
We met the doctor back in Sumeru. He's super dangerous. And he's done all sorts of bad things.
It's kind of hot. Nope. Nope.
It's possible that Father
No.
and the Doctor have had certain dealings,
No.
but I don't think Father would work with him. We're not really on the same side, so there's not a lot of trust between them. That doesn't exactly set the stage for a successful partnership. I did hear, though, that when Father first became a Harbinger, the Doctor offered to work with the House of the Hearth. Father rejected most of his proposals, except for one. It had to do with some sort of secret experiment.
Secret experiment? Could that be what Clairvy was talking about?
I don't think so.
I don't know any details about the experiment itself, but I do know it's an entirely independent operation. The Doctor only proposed a direction for the research. That was the extent of his involvement. I still don't think that counts as working together. The details of the experiment are confidential, but complete records are kept on all participants. That doesn't seem to be the case with the situation Clairvy referred to. I know you don't agree with some of the Fatui's methods, and I'm not asking you to. But I am asking you to trust us on this. The House of the Hearth has its own principles. There are certain lines we're not willing to cross.
Alright, that's good to hear at least. Clairvy seems to think the knave and the doctor worked together to do something horrible. If that turned out to be true, Paimon doesn't know how he would even face you guys. It's just that it doesn't seem like Clairvy is lying either. The easiest thing to do would be just ask the knave directly, but Paimon doesn't think she'd tell us.
Let's focus on the plan for now.
Father didn't come back last night. She's probably still near the shore. We'll be counting on you to distract her. Lynette, you're with me. Fremine, you know what to do. Be on your guard, everyone. All right, let's get to it.
Onwards, team. Oh, I almost fell down this fucking hole into the water and drowned. That's a very dangerous spot to just start me back up in. I am very prone to dying. Wait, go to the seaside and look for the knave. She's still standing there looking at the ocean, this bitch. She just stands there looking at the water the entire night. It was that enticing. You know what? I think I get it. I would too if I was in Fontaine and just like never seen the water before, which I technically have not. I am not a person that has been to the ocean before, and I would definitely just stand there and stare at it because it's crazy. Okay, well, I'm a little bit of a liar. Okay, I've been to the beach like one singular time, and she really is still there. But I've been to the beach like one time in my entire life, and it wasn't actually too long ago. Even then, like, it wasn't like it was just a spontaneous like beach trip thing. It was just like, hey, want to go to the beach? And we were like, sure, okay. We went with my like family. Like my dad was like, you want to go to the beach? And we're like, okay. And we went, and the ocean is freaking huge. It's humongous. It is actually enormous. Television, when they show the beach, does not do it justice. It is massive. Humongous ginormous ocean. It's so much water. It was cool though. I would definitely like to go again as like an actual beach trip, you know, prepared. And not just like a spur of the moment thing. Maybe one day I'll go again.
Ah, it's you two again. I must say, you look a bit pale. Did you have trouble sleeping last night?
A little.
Perhaps if you had less on your mind, you'd be able to absolve yourself of such troubles. So what are you planning to do now? Catch up on some sleep? Or should I give you some time to rack your brain for a topic to discuss before I ask any questions? Although I must profess to being curious. Without child here, how do you plan on distracting me?
Fuck. He's smart, I'll give her that, she's smart.
Us? Distract you? A good one. But
I won't shut up.
we were just here for a chat.
Looks like you could have used some extra time to think. No matter. If you don't have any other plans, why don't you accompany me somewhere? Don't worry. I'll be sure to steer clear of any scheming children.
Oh my god, fuck.
The ocean breeze is sure nice today.
So, you know everything then?
Children always think they can hide things from the grown-ups. But nothing gets past me. Least of all a little scheming. I think I'll let them have at it for a little longer. I can be very patient. Well, I'll leave you to think things over. If you're so inclined, meet me outside the Palais Mermonia. Good things come to children who do as they're told. So I do hope you decide to tag along. If only for your friends' sakes.
God damn, I am sad.
She clearly knows about everything we've been doing, and Paimon doesn't think it'd be a stretch to say she was threatening us just now.
I am sad. I am sad. I have been sadded. We should release the pigeon that Linny gave us. Off pigeon, off you go.
Oh, good idea. Hopefully he sees it in time.
But there's no
Well,
point,
we
she
should probably
knows.
head to the Palais Mermonia. Paimon doesn't want to find out what happens if we don't show up. Based on what the knave was saying just now, it sure didn't seem like it'd be anything good.
We really don't have any other options. I guess all we can do is take one step at a time. You know, really drag
Okay,
our
we
feet.
probably shouldn't keep her waiting. It seems like Linny and the others are on thin ice, so let's do our best to not get them in any more trouble.
Ah, man, oh man. I can fish. I haven't done the fishing mechanics since they introduced it to the game. Oh, they have like little mechanical fish. That's so cute. Oh, whoops. Sorry, fishies. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Damn. Whatever. Man, this game is so big now. 1,000 meters? Jeez. Wait, that's 1,000? Dang. Imagine how big this game is like gonna get. And there's still more, like you still have all this space here. And then this giant space here. I can't wait to see it be completed, you know? It's gonna be so cool. Will I even still be playing at that point? At least religiously? Maybe not, but... I've already put so much money into this game that I'm just like, why would I stop? Why would I stop? Like, if I actually put money into a game because I enjoy it or I want characters or something, I definitely am not gonna, like, just drop it. Like, that would be insane.
Seeing as we still have some time before my meeting, we might as well enjoy some pleasant conversation while we wait. I'm glad to see you get along with my children. Being surrounded by good companions is necessary for a child's development.
You're not planning on doing anything to them, are you?
I assume you're referring to Lenny, Lynette, and Fremine. Although, there's that situation with Filial and Nentoy as well. It appears quite a few people have been acting out lately. No matter. I'm not one to discriminate. All those who betray the house meet the same fate. There are no exceptions.
Dang, she's gonna kill
Does that mean
him.
you're going to kill them?
Oh,
Me
are
and
you here to
Paimon
beg
share
for
the
their
same brain
lives?
waves.
I'm sorry to disappoint, but the rules of the house change for no one. In my organization, everyone is responsible for their own actions.
But don't you care about them at all? They really respect you. They even call you father. You must feel something for them.
Any organization in which feelings come before principles is one destined for ruin. The House of the Hearth is hardly an exception. You could say our principles are more stringent than most. Perhaps I can offer you this consolation at least. As our guests, you two will not be held accountable along with them.
That's fair. I will take that. There's really no other way to solve the issue. The issue?
I would imagine Linny, Lynette, and Fremine will be able to keep their lives. As for Filial, Nentoy, and the others, I'm afraid there's little I can do.
Dang, they're
They
not.
can try to escape, but once you know our secrets, there's no getting out alive.
Dang. They made the mistake of not being playable characters, so they must die. It sucks to suck. Truly unfortunate world that they live in.
But that's awful.
It's okay, Paimon. We would have never seen them again anyways after this quest was over.
Ah, you seem concerned. Out of consideration for my guests, I suppose I could turn a blind eye for a little longer.
Rest in pieces, guys. Thoughts and prayers.
If Linny and the others manage to dispose of Clairvy in the meantime, all evidence of their wrongdoing will be lost. In that case, I could hardly punish them for something I couldn't prove. If their efforts are unsuccessful, on the other hand, all will be held accountable. And the punishment will be severe.
It's a deal then. We'll hold you to it.
Of course. Oh, and here, I believe this belongs to you.
What
Do
is...
try and keep better track of it next time.
Damn.
It takes a considerable amount of time to train a bird like this. It would be such a pity if you were to lose it. Permanently.
Wait, where did you get that?
Well, I'm afraid that's all the time we have to chat. Now, for the matter at hand. I asked you to meet me here because I have business at the Palais Mermonia. It has nothing to do with you, but I think it would be prudent for you to stick by my side for the time being. There will always be time later to run off and tell Linny what you've learned. Well, time to go. Looks like we wrapped things up just in time.
She just has cameras. She has cameras. She's got cameras at every angle. All everywhere. Arlecchino is New Zealand. Cameras everywhere. We literally can't hide anything from her. She'll know. She'll literally know. Honestly, Arlecchino scares me. Arlecchino's kind of scary. Are we gonna have, like, what are we doing here? Are we gonna talk to Nouvellette? Is Nouvellette here? Newbie baby! Newbie baby! Look at him, he's so gorgeous.
It's been a while, Monsieur Neuvillette.
I had my friend tell me that, like, I have all the dragon characters in all of the games, in all of the gacha games, Genshin, Honkai, and Wuthering Waves, and I have never been more red in my life. I have Nouvellette in Genshin. I have Dragon Boy Danheng in Genshin. I mean Honkai. And then I have the general. I don't remember his name in Wuthering Waves. Like, it would appear that I have a type.
I must say, I wasn't expecting my meeting request to be approved quite so quickly. The Palais Mermonia operates with an efficiency worthy of admiration.
I promise I'm not a reptile furry. I'm not. I'm not. I would never. It's strange coincidences of my favorite characters just being reptile cosmic beings, I guess.
It is only right that an esteemed diplomat such as yourself should be afforded the proper level of respect.
I gotta know, dragon characters? Kinda cool, no? We gotta love cosmic dragons. Maybe I should have been a dragon VTuber.
Although, if I may speak plainly, I must confess that I did not anticipate we would have the occasion to meet again after presenting you with the Gnosis.
I love Arlich. I love his eyes so much. I just want to like grab his face and just like stare into his eyes. That's all I want to
see you brought
do.
the Traveler and Paimon with you as well. If I may inquire as to the purpose of your visit.
No reason. I
I'll
just
be
wanted to
departing Fontaine
look at
shortly.
you in
There
all your
is, however,
beauty.
an outstanding matter that I would like to see resolved before I go. It requires a rather lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. So I took the liberty of explaining everything in this proposal. Please review it at your leisure, Monsieur Neuvillette.
He's so gorgeous. Look at him. Thank you, Genshin, for feeding me these beautiful close-up shots of him. I have been fed. I am currently
I
eating,
understand your request. However, at the
but
risk
no
of
more
causing
than
offense,
Nouvellette
I
does.
must admit that I fail to see why you would wish for such a thing.
So what is she asking for?
I heard you have a certain fondness for water tasting, Monsieur Neuvillette. So allow me to use water as an analogy.
Yep, he is a water enjoyer indeed.
A family is like a large body of water with countless rivers flowing in and out. As someone who watches over this system, I would hope that each river that flows from the source will eventually reach the ocean. Of course, objectively speaking, I know this is impossible. Most of the rivers will dry up along the way, disappearing into the ground and leaving nothing but a barren riverbed behind. Not all rivers are destined to reach the ocean, but I would not see their existence rendered meaningless. I believe the water that flows within them is simply meant for a different destination, like a field in need of irrigation. Or perhaps the glass of a certain water-tasting enthusiast.
Did you get any of that, Traveler?
Shine? I wasn't even listening. I was thinking about Nouvellette's eyes.
Your words paint an optimistic picture indeed. Allow me to remind you, however, few among us are willing to sip from a glass filled with tainted water.
It may have been tainted at one point in time, but not to worry. I'll make sure it's strained of all impurities and returned to its cleanest form.
I can't even explain how many times, like, I've had in my state that I live in where, like, the water has been, like, contaminated with lead. So, like, I don't know. I don't know. That was a random thought that I had. Every time I went to school, they were like, don't drink the water, guys, because there's lead in the water. So, like, you know, random anecdote. My bad. Sorry. That was weird. I don't know. We have a lot of lead water in my state where I live.
I seem to recall there being a transactional aspect to your proposal. Perhaps you could expound on that?
I don't know if it was real or not, but I mean, the water definitely didn't taste good, you know? So, like, it probably did have lead in it. I don't know if it, like, it probably came from, like, pipes or something. Like, the pipes definitely, like, probably rotted and then it got into the water.
If you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I will gradually withdraw my forces from Fontaine.
Like, I find it insane that people can drink from, like, their sink water, and that's what they call tap, right? I find that insane. How do you do it? Like, how? And you don't die from it? Really? That's crazy.
And, unless absolutely necessary, I will no longer carry out any special missions within Fontaine.
I presume I can take your words to mean that, in the future, cases similar to the Tartuffe assassination will cease to cross my desk?
Tartuffe? Ah, that thief who embezzled funds from all those charities, you mean? My deepest condolences to his family, but without any evidence, I cannot imagine how the House of the Hearth might have been involved in his passing.
Arlecchino definitely is like a Robin Hood character, right? Like, she'll do, maybe like not Robin Hood, but she's definitely very vigilante, right? Like, she'll do bad things under, well, maybe not under the guise, but like, she'll commit murder if it's like in retribution of something. Like, this dude embezzled the funds from freaking charities, which is crazy. And so she's just like, time to kill him. He's honestly, we love her for it. Good for her. She's a baddie. We love her. She's the only Genshin character to wear pants.
Monsieur Neuvillette, I'm sure certain measures could be taken to reduce the frequency of such troubles.
The first Genshin female to wear pants. We love it.
You choose your words carefully indeed. In that case, I am inclined to accept your proposal.
My thanks for your generosity, Monsieur Neuvillette. Well, with that settled, we should be going now. I took the liberty of bringing along 2 bottles of spring water from Snezhnaya for you to enjoy. I do hope I get the chance to hear your impressions. Perhaps at our next meeting, yes?
It probably tastes like camaraderie. I'd imagine that like Snezhnaya water tastes like I want to say camaraderie. Yeah. I'm getting a Walter class. Sorry, I'm trying to do Arlecchino's class. So
Indeed.
no.
I trust you would
So
not
no joining
overlook your
time.
commitment in the meantime.
Wait, I thought I had it set to automatic deny.
All right, traveler Paimon. Time to go.
Neuvillette. Hugs and kisses. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
I believe I've told you before that my emotions easily resonate with those of others. Yet in the few meetings I've had with that Harbinger, I haven't been able to sense any aspect of her emotional state. Her mind is like a still body of water. Who knows what darkness lies in its depths, and the lack of ripples on the surface gives nothing away.
So she's like bacteria infested water. Got it. She's probably got like a few flesh-eating amoebas in there, brain-eating amoebas in there. She's definitely got like a brain-eating or... Oh, fuck. So basically, she's like a... You'll ever see those videos of like people going to like abandoned places and then they're like, oh, we couldn't go to the basement because it was filled with water. and then the comments are talking about how the water was still and barely moving, and so like that means it has like bacteria in it. And that's what I'm like currently thinking of right now. So he's basically saying that she is a still body of water infested with bacteria. She's got a few brain-eating amoebas in there.
It's unclear whether this is her natural state of being, or whether it's an incredible strength of will that gives her the ability to master her emotions. Either scenario, however, suggests she is a very dangerous individual.
You mean like people swimming and stuff like that? Or her mind is like that? I mean, I was just going based off what he was saying. Maybe that's what he's saying. Her mind is like... her mind is, well, maybe it's not her mind eating itself, but you know, he was just trying to guess her emotional state, and he's just like, there's nothing there. Does this make fucking sense? And what I say makes sense? Probably not. I sound like an insane person. I was like EP a few seconds ago, I won't lie, so like, now I'm fresh off like energy, low-key. I took a mental nap.
I do not expect an explanation as to why you two were by her side. Whatever your
My
reason,
headset is
I would
not-
only advise you to
Can you
take
chat?
caution.
Oh no, that's not good. Oh no. You can hear me, right? Like it's not affecting my mic? I really hope not. I cannot afford a new mic or headset or something. When I have to use one, but maybe I will have to use the headset, the other fucking mic. Oh, the HyperX, damn. I was hoping to have to avoid having to use it personally because, you know, considering other reasons I stated previously. I have a wish list? Maybe one of you can help. One of us in yours can help. I do not. I have a mic. I have another one. I don't want you guys to like buy me a mic and then it's like, you already have one? Are we just like money bags to you? I would never say that to you guys, okay? I would never want you guys to like waste money on me. Simply being here is very okay. Simply you guys being here and watching stream and interacting in chat is far more than I can actually ask for. It's hard with that. I don't know how to ask for things, let alone like I feel weird asking for like follows and stuff, let alone asking for like subs or like a wish list thing. Like it's crazy. I don't know. I feel awkward about it. If you feel that you want to do it, by all means go ahead, but please don't put yourself in like debt or something. I don't know. If I was easy, just ask. You're so right, but I still feel weird asking. I still feel weird asking.
Paimon only heard you mention some rivers, a large body of water, and then some
ooh,
kind
the
of
bleeding face
irrigation scheme.
follows. Why do you think I'm like never on Twitter? Because every time I'm like on Twitter, I either like just be like, "Hey, I'm streaming," or it's like, I don't know. It's either that or I'm streaming. It's only ever that. I don't know how to interact online, man. Like I got ruined by COVID, man. Not that I had it, but like the pandemic absolutely decimated me in terms of social interaction. I don't know how people interact anymore.
You really
I feel
want to
bad
know?
for
I would imagine there might be.
I
more
wish I was an
pressing
extroverted
concerns at the
person.
moment.
Extroverts when they complain about how they haven't been able to interact with people, and now they're just like, oh, I don't know interact. Me, an introvert, I see myself as like a extroverted introvert, like an introvert that wants to be extroverted, but I cannot do it for the life of me. I think that's more or less something that describes me as a person. I tried streaming as a way to like get better at it, but I'm bad. But anyways, I don't like saying shit like this. It's dumb. Yeah, the opposite happened. You got jaded with people since they were treating you like crap since you work in essential service. Ah, dang. I definitely can't work with people personally. I'm dog shit with people. I don't know how to converse at all. As someone who was bad at conversing before, I got way worse. I wish I had the opposite effect. But anyways, back to game. You're now being Debbie Downer low-key.
Oh, Paimon recognizes that look. You've got your thinking cap on, don't you, Traveler?
What are we thinking about? Oh, it's okay, it's not lost, okay. Jeez. The knave may seem relaxed, but she didn't seem to be joking earlier when she said those who betray the organization must pay with their lives. I think she's serious about punishing those kids. You know, some people would just like, you know, ground them. Others would, you know, beat the shit out of their kids when they do something bad and, you know, discipline, whatnot. The knave, on the other hand, is like, kill them. That'll really teach him a lesson. How should we stop her? There's something else we should figure out first. I don't know if this is our place to... Well, I mean, family disputes are gonna be family disputes, you know? There's nothing I can really do about it if it has absolutely nothing to do with me. I would personally not like to interfere. Family disputes are just gonna dispute, you know? While we were talking in front of the Palais Marilia, she mentioned Clairvy's name. Does that mean she knew Clairvy? Knew where Clairvy was this entire time? Maybe she even anticipated how Linny and the others were going to act. I wouldn't even be surprised if she knew everything that was gonna happen, like a bajillion light years ahead, right? Like, she predicted all of this. Which would be fucking insane, actually. Hey! God damn! Bro came in like mock speed.
Oh, shoot.
I am actually surprised I'm not like on the ground, my brain splattered on the sidewalk. Like, dude, came in fucking running fast as hell. I actually got T-boned by some stranger.
Oh, jeez. I'm so sorry. I was so focused on selling these papers, I wasn't looking where I was going.
You! You were... alive? Wait. We saw your picture. The scar. I also was paying attention, my bad.
Well,
I'm
let
not
me
gonna
make it up to you at
apologize,
least.
but whatever.
Here, take this paper. On the house.
You were on the list. He was on the list. It looks kind of familiar for some reason. I don't know, giant scar.
Oh, you don't have to give us anything.
Please. I want to.
Newsboy.
It's not like I'm short on supply. All the extras will be useless come tomorrow anyway.
So wait, we didn't kill them. We just killed them in terms of the House of the Hearth, where they're no longer members. We literally gave them a new life. So they're quote-unquote dead. Okay, well, you know what? I put too much expectation on Genshin to be like, they're gonna kill off characters. The only character we've seen actually die was, what's her name? Signora. Like, she could have been really cool. But no. It's fine, it's whatever. I petition kill more characters. You know, like...
It's my fault, really.
More characters should die. This will really make it a
I bit off more than I can chew.
gripping game, more
I haven't
fun.
had many takers today, so I'm still swimming in papers.
What's going on here?
Nothing much. I just ran into your friend here on accident. I should probably get going, actually, so...
Hold on.
Oh,
Of course, I'm happy to compensate you with Mora, it's just... I don't have any on me at the moment.
damn, dude, you didn't fucking kill me. You know, you just bumped into me.
I'll take 3 papers. Here, your payment.
Oh! Thank you for your patronage. May the Archons bless you with good fortune. If only I had the chance to run into such generous customers every day. I should probably just take on a smaller inventory though, right? I'm getting married soon, so sometimes it's hard to not get ahead of myself. Anyway, I should head out.
Oh, he got married, and he was talking about how how no one would ever love him with the scar on his face. That's actually so cute. Good for you, dude. You're living life. We love to see it.
Well, now that my affairs are settled, we should take the boat back to Poisson. We've even acquired some light reading to enjoy along the way.
Actually, why don't we stick around for a little longer? Paimon just realized how hungry she is. She can't head back to Poisson on an empty stomach.
Looks like Paimon's trying to buy us some more time. If we head back now, I doubt Lily and the others would have made any progress. What should we do?
It appears you two are under the impression that delaying our return will somehow alter the situation in your favor. I'm sorry to ruin your fantasy, but your efforts are meaningless. That being said, I could be persuaded to give Linny some extra time. I just have one condition. If you agree to my request, I'll even answer some of your questions. You're quite curious about Clairvy, are you not? And my relationship to her.
Wait, why are you being so generous all of a sudden? You're not gonna ask us to do something bad, are you?
You overestimate yourself. You don't have the talent for bad things.
Damn, okay.
What can you possibly...
The most important consideration in a negotiation is that both sides receive something they want. Demands and threats only get you so far.
Your condition? Let's hear it.
Wonderful. Here it is.
Well,
When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of the Hearth.
Okay, sounds normal enough. But what do you mean, when the time comes? When is that supposed to be?
That is for you to decide.
we accept your condition.
Then we have a deal. Follow me.
Oh, did you see that? I was just gliding there for a second. Well... Oh, I just go this way. What's up here? A quest. Genshin, yeah, what the fuck is this empty-ass space and nothing to teleport to? I have to fucking walk? Thanks, game. I love you. Thank you for- I have to climb that mountain. Well... Teleport here, I guess, and we just walk. Maybe I can glide or something. Oh, I gotta heal.
The show begins!
I don't know why we're all so low health. Dude, my Farina has so much HP. Look at her. 32,000, 35k. It could probably be higher if I have, upgraded all my stats, I think. I think I could. It depends on how much... Oh no, all of our stuff is leveled up. Are these good stats? I think if Is HP percentage a thing, or is it just flat HP? Oh, there is a flat HP percentage. You could definitely get some more HP in here, right? Because all of her stuff scales on her health, doesn't it? What I want is for the healing to be faster. I don't know if that's like a thing. Oh, I have to ascend her. I have to do the thing one more time. Her stats could be so much higher. We'll have to enhance the weapon. We'll do it eventually. The issue I'm having with is mainly with arlecchino. I don't know. I just have to do more farming for her, but we'll worry about that later on. I don't want to get sidetracked because I do want to finish this quest. I've had it since I got it, and I have not played since. Sorry about that, chat. I literally cannot play this game if I'm not streaming it. I seem to be in that mindset now of like every game I play, I should maybe stream it. Is that weird? Like, I think I'm just in a streamer mindset nowadays. I just have to stream all the games that I have. I literally cannot, like, do things on my own anymore. Everything must be content. Hopefully I don't burn myself with that thing, but it's like, I'm not doing enough to burn myself out, I think. It's more or less about me being able to not procrastinate on the things that I technically want to do. But that is an uphill battle for another time.
What is this place?
Yeah, where are we?
Somewhere long forgotten by everyone. It used to be a grand building. Now it's nothing more than a pile of rubble. No one comes here anymore, nor does anyone care about what once happened here. Although, this place does have something to do with the story I'm about to tell you. It was before I became a harbinger, and before Linny and the others joined the House of the Hearth. Due to certain events, I first killed Clairvy and then her mother.
Oh.
And this is where it all happened.
Are you guys siblings? No?
You were the one that killed Clairvy?
Why?
Patience now. Allow me to explain Clairvy's side of the story first. I'll start from the beginning.
Okay.
Clairvy was 6 years old when she was brought by her mother, Crucibina, to live in the House of the Hearth. From the outside, it seemed like a fairy tale. A thriving family made up of kind adults and friendly children. Crucibina was the knave at that time, and the House of the Hearth was under her control. She was Clairvy's mother by blood, but she was also the mother to all the children in the house. Clairvy was happy here, for a time. But she quickly realized that being part of this family wasn't a fairy tale at all. It was a kind of purgatory.
Purgatory?
Exactly. The House of the Hearth takes in war orphans from all over Teyvat. But as for how to raise them, that depends entirely on the person in charge. Crucibina came up with a novel idea. She would teach the children to fight, force them to duel each other, and then crown as the king of the house the child who proved themselves most worthy of inheriting her title.
So basically until all of them are dead?
Who died or were made
except for
in the
one?
process. There's little I can say about the ones who died. The ones that emerged with permanent injuries, on the other hand, well, they still served a purpose. They would be handed over to the doctor to be experimented on, or sent away on dangerous missions. Nothing more than tools to be used and then discarded.
So those were the experiments Clairvy was talking about. But what actually happened to her? You said that Clairvy was Crucibina's daughter, so if Clairvy tried to convince her to stop what she was doing, Crucibina probably would have listened, right?
Despite being Clairvy's mother, Crucibina cared little for her daughter. She
Damn.
forced Clairvy to join the House of the Hearth only as a means to demonstrate her own impartiality as a mother, to prove that she treated all her children equally. Clairvy did try to convince her mother to change her ways, but it was to no avail. After her efforts failed, the only other option was to rise up and try to fight back. Unfortunately, the other children had already been thoroughly indoctrinated into the illusion of happiness Crucibina had created. Of course, there was one exception. Someone Clairvy's age who knew the truth about the House of the Hearth. Her name was Peruere.
You? Perry? Perry.
Wait, the friend that Clairvy mentioned?
Friend, huh? I suppose we can call her that for now.
It's
Clairvy was a
you!
cheerful and
Why, she's so
passionate with a
cute.
tenacious spirit. Peruere, on the other hand, was rather cold-blooded. Her cold-blooded nature allowed her to see through Crucibina's facade. Yet, it was also this cold-bloodedness that prevented her from acting against it. At least at first. While Clairvy longed for freedom, Peruere was convinced that, amid all the fighting and violence, she would make it until the end. Despite their differences, the two became fast friends, united by their knowledge of the truth. Clairvy told Peruere that she hoped to create a real family, where no one would be killed or sacrificed. There may have been a certain naivete to her ideas, but Clairvy proved her determination many times over. She tried countless times to run away, ask for help, or expose the truth. But her efforts only earned her beating after beating. The only thing that kept her going was her strength of will. Even with her body racked with pain, she would still stand on her tiptoes and open the window at night. She and Peruere would look out at the moon together, a fierce longing for freedom shining in her eyes. But one day that light simply vanished.
You didn't push her out the window, did you?
What happened?
Her hopelessness resulted from a culmination of things. 10 years had passed. 10 years worth of failure after failure. She and Peruere weren't children anymore, but finding any chance to escape still seemed as hopeless as ever. It was during this time that Peruere suggested a new plan. If escaping was out of the question, why not take down the very person sitting on top of this throne of lies? Mother herself. Clairvy rejected that proposal. She claimed that, as a famous harbinger, Crucibina possessed an unimaginable amount of power. Trying to kill her would have an incredibly low chance of success. Clairvy never gave another reason, but Peruere could see it written all over her face. Clairvy still thought of Crucibina as her mother. Killing her own flesh and blood was a line she couldn't bring herself to cross. If she couldn't escape and fight back, then only one option remained.
She didn't kill herself, did she? Death.
Precisely. Death was the only way that she felt she could be free.
Oh, man.
It happened during a duel. When she arrived at the dueling ring that day, her partner turned out to be none other than Peruere. The very person that had stood by her side all those years. It was a fierce battle. But ultimately, Clairvy decided to let Peruere end her life. From that moment on, Peruere's journey was one written in flames. When the rain finally came and washed it all away, there she stood, the sole victor in Mother's endless game of slaughter. A trail of corpses strewn across her path to success. It was the very result she had predicted 10 years prior. Even then, she believed she would make it until the end. She wasn't surprised by the fact that she emerged as Mother's undisputed heir. Rather, her success left her with an inexplicable sense of restlessness. She was unsettled, and there was only one thing that could quell that sensation. Perhaps you two would like to take a guess as to what it was?
Killing the person at the very top?
Who's Sabina, you mean? But...
Correct. This is the place where Peruware killed her best friend. A mere year later, this is also the place where she fought tooth and nail to kill the mother they shared. The moment she acted, any conception of what was right or wrong ceased to matter. It's one of the principles of the house. Only those who survive get to write the rules. Peruware won the battle, and became a harbinger herself. After which Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa, bestowed upon her a new name. Arlecchino.
So the Perry Clairvy was talking about... It was you all along. You're Peruware. Arlecchino is just a name you got later.
This was your story just as much as Clairvy's.
I left that name behind long ago. I must say, hearing it now does bring back memories. After I defeated Crucibina, the moniker of Mother died with her. I chose to forego the title she called herself, and even chose to give up my own name. I rebuilt the House of the Hearth under a new identity. Not only as Arlecchino, but as father. And that is where the story ends. Any more questions?
So the Clairvy we met, though, who is she exactly?
Yeah. Based on what you just told us, Clairvy wasn't a little kid when she was killed. So the Clairvy we met... Was she really a spirit at all?
I suppose you could call her an illusion born of flame. Her existence is like ashes to a fire. Something left over in the wake of blaze and ruin. You see, a certain power runs through my veins. It's not unlike a curse. My flames leave behind shadows of anything they consume. Of course, the chances of those shadows morphing into a sentient entity are exceedingly slim. Clairvy is a very special case. Clairvy died when she was 16 years old, but what emerged from the flames was her 6-year-old self. Her appearance wasn't the only thing affected. Most of her memories were lost to the blaze as well. Memory is a mysterious thing indeed. Losing a portion of your memories will alter your sense of self. Lose 10 years' worth, however, and it would be like living in the past. Like returning to a version of yourself that never grew up.
No wonder Paimon got such a weird feeling when we were talking to her.
Perhaps I should put it this way. Clairvy is someone trapped in time. It may seem like she exists with us in the present, but she truly lives in the confines of her own past.
So if all of that is true, then you must have known about Clairvy for a long time.
Indeed. She's a rather volatile and unstable entity. Sometimes she would look after the children. She's even saved some of their lives. But other times, she would hide from me and become obsessed with revealing the truth about the house to anyone who will listen. Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Any new information they encounter is quickly forgotten over time. Your attempts to expose Clairvy to sunlight. They failed, yes? The reason is actually quite simple. In Clairvy's mind, the house is impossible to escape, and it is this very perception that traps her there. But no matter. All I have to do is kill her again, and all will be resolved. I don't anticipate so much as a single speck of ash will be left behind this time.
She is absolutely ruthless.
I can understand why you might want her gone, but isn't there another way? So what if she's trapped in her 6-year-old self? She's still your friend! At least talk to her first!
It's too late for that. She broke the rules, and now she must be punished. That goes for Filial and Nantoy as well. She's had quite the effect on them. I hope you understand. The difference between Crucibina and myself lies in our formulation of the rules, not our policy for enforcing them. Upholding the rules without question is a trait we both share, because that is how a household should be run.
Oh, we're gonna say something.
Is this really what you want to do?
Whatever could you mean?
The traveler
Don't
spitting.
you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Whether as a killer or as a father, there are two things that must be avoided at all costs: anger and sorrow. Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you to waver. Well, it appears it's about time to proceed. Before we arrived, I told some of my well-behaved children to bring our troublemakers here by nightfall. I do believe I've kept my end of the deal. I gave your friends quite a bit more time. As for what happens now, we'll just have to wait and see.
Oh,
Here they are, Father.
You gonna execute him? Seeing something like that would actually be a first for me.
oh my god, this child. Clairby.
I'm sorry. I heard about how you helped buy us more time, but I still failed. I couldn't find a way to fulfill her wish.
Huh? Are you... Perry?
Indeed, it's been a while, Clairvy.
Perry!
Shh, stay right there. I'm sorry to postpone our reunion, but first, I believe certain scores need settling.
We're just gonna set everybody on fire, huh?
Father, let me explain.
Out of my way.
Oh, okay.
Father!
You chose to conceal a threat to the house, and for that, you must be punished. Overall, however, I suppose your wrongdoing is hardly the most egregious of the bunch, so I'll deal with your punishments later. As for right now, the more pressing concerns are the traitors among us.
By traitors? Do you mean us?
Father, let me explain. We didn't mean to.
Fultz, why don't you share what you heard?
Yes, Father. Secret midnight meeting number 3. Participants...
He's
Filial,
got the log and
Nantoy,
everything.
Sato, Toddy. Nantoy clearly said, if only Father wasn't the one who took us in. Sato added, I'm sick of this life. I just want to live as a normal person. Filial was the worst of them all. She called us crazies and said a bunch of mean things about Father.
I did not! You're lying! Fultz is trying to frame us.
It's not like I'm the only one who heard those things. After that, you and Toddy and a bunch of other people started talking about Clairvy. You were using all those things Clairvy brought up as an excuse to question Father. We're birds locked in a cage. The only way out is to destroy it. That's what you said, wasn't it?
Damn, this little kid is snitch.
You just want me gone, don't you? What did I ever do to you, huh? And you, Sheplo, have you forgotten who stood by your sickbed, watched over you, and changed your dressings? Come on, let's hear it then. What's your reason for all this?
You're wrong, Filial. We don't want you to die. You're our family.
Okay, where's the
Liar.
butt?
You wouldn't be doing this if that were the case. So why? Why have you backed us into a corner?
We all live in the House of the Hearth. You know the type of work we do, Filial. A single betrayal can cost dozens of us our lives. It's not like it's never happened before. That kind of thing is hard to forget. That's why the House of the Hearth cannot tolerate any form of betrayal. Ever since we came to Poisson, you've had 7 secret meetings. A lot of the things you talked about really crossed the line.
You've been
This
spying
kid is
on
a
us
snitch.
for half a month? Wait a second. Now that I think about it, the move to Poisson was just a way to make it easier to spy on us, wasn't it? Because we were all in one place. You've had this planned all along.
Filial, Nantoy, I'm sorry. I owe you both my life. I owe Clairvy too. If it weren't for all your help after I got poisoned, I wouldn't be standing here today. If this were any other situation, I would do anything to repay that kindness, even if it cost me my life. But rules are rules. I'm sorry. My hands are tied.
Why? Why?
That's enough, Filial. We made a mistake, and we should own up to it. We broke the rules, plain and simple. And now we have to face the consequences. I'm sorry, Chapleau. Fultz. I'm sorry, Father. We accept our punishment.
Chapleau, according to the rules of the House of the Hearth, how should these traitors be punished?
All those who betray the house pay with their lives.
And so it shall be.
Damn, alright, time up to a stake. Burn him. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be laughing, it's not funny. I shouldn't be making jokes.
Father, please wait!
Something you want to say, Linny?
Please reconsider, Father. What Filial and the others did, does it really count as betrayal? We all come from broken families. From the very first day we joined the House of the Hearth, we wanted nothing more than to make it a real home. But the truth is, none of us know what a real home should look like. I'm not saying I have all the answers. All I know is this. Killing Filial and the others may uphold the rules, but doing so will only bring us further away from being a real family than we've ever been. So please, Father, please reconsider.
I agree with Linny.
Father, please.
Linny, you...
She's about to be like, I'm not listening to
I also
traitors.
agree with Linny.
An order once given cannot be rescinded. However, given the extent of your determination, I suppose we shall have to go about this a different way. Draw your weapons and face me.
Arlecchino boss battle?
Father, are you referring to a duel?
Precisely. The rules of the house will not be altered. Traitors must be punished. However, resolving disputes with a duel is also one of our rules, one that also applies to me. Demonstrate a sufficient showing of strength, and I shall offer a concession.
Wait. Beat Father in a duel?
So if you lose, do I get to be the next Harbinger?
Way too strong, even for Lenny.
Hmm? Huh? Can I be Harbinger? Ow. Are we doing this? We're doing it, aren't we? But I wanted somebody to die.
Did you hear that, Traveler? Lenny and the others have to duel the knave. What should we do? Can they really win something like that?
You're asking the wrong person.
If they lose, those people from the house are really gonna be executed. Hey, are you listening?
I don't know what level they are, Paimon. They're probably not 90. Is executing them really what she wants?
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Maybe this is her proper goodbye.
Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you to waver.
Is she angry? Back then, she never actually answered my question. But that makes the answer pretty obvious, doesn't it?
Oh, Looking at that expression on her face, she seems really serious about this. Guess that means there's no chance she's throwing the duel on purpose, huh?
There's no way the knave would lose on purpose, although...
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes are less likely to escalate.
So if I left, does that mean she'll just kill you guys outright? There wouldn't have been a discussion whatsoever, it's just because I'm here.
When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of the Hearth.
Am I supposed to help?
What's wrong? Traveler? Hey, where are you going?
Okay.
Traveler?
Oh, I'd like to see. Okay. I just have to do it myself. Okay. I'd like to see for myself what the fourth of the I'd like to see for myself what I can't read. Okay. I'd like to see for myself what the fourth of the Fatui Harbingers can do. That's a tongue twister, actually. Fourth of the Fatui Harbingers, or maybe I just can't read. It's kind of an either or here.
You're asking to join the duel against the knave?
Actually, no, I think I'm just doing it myself, if that's okay.
I'll allow it. We do have a ready-made dueling ring at our disposal, after all.
Yeah, 2 people have died here already.
All I would
Isn't
advise
that
is
nice?
this. Keep a firm grasp on your weapon, and give it your all. Any less, and you may just lose your life.
Is this real? Am I really fighting her? Wait, really? We get to fight another Harbinger? Wowee. Who'd have thunk? Oh wait. Oh, this is real. Oh. I'm scared. I'm scared. Okay, wait, she doesn't hit hard though.
Why the hesitation?
I wasn't expecting a boss battle. So I'm using the freaking Traveler right now.
Is it my turn now?
Okay, well at least my characters aren't ass. Ow. Wait, my arlecchino's not built! Wait, switch to healing. Can we get some heals going? No. I don't have a good team! Oh, thanks for just watching me die. Thanks, guys. No.
Try to pace yourself.
Like it. With these rising flames.
God damn it, we're so over here.
Is it my turn now?
My arlecchino's not built, guys. No, fuck.
Now's our chance.
No, shut up, guys. You're not in this fight. Oh, that's down. Is
With
it
the
only in
fall of darkness?
Oh, that's not good.
Destruction shall rise.
After clearing a bond of life, your next charged attack would. Huh? Oh, you guys can provide support. Can I hit her? Fuck. Oh god.
Is it my turn now?
Go the bottom life to stop them. How do I fucking do that?
Like a fly tangled in a web. Spare your energy.
Oh, that is an actually sick as fuck attack, though. Owie.
And voila.
Shut up. You guys are talking like you're in this fight right now. Okay, it's fine. She can't heal, so we're good. Could you imagine if she fucking ults and then she just starts fucking healing? I think I'd have a stroke and I'd leave.
Is it my turn now? Closer now.
Oh my. fucking ow.
Look out! With these rising flames.
Why can't my arlecchino do that?
Watch out for Father's movements!
Have a taste of courage. Spare your energy. Running is of little use.
Hey, I'm healing. She can fucking zip up and shit. My arlecchino can't do that.
Over here.
No!
Who's next?
Oh, come on! Damn it. Bro, that's so balls. That's rude. That's whack. Ugh, I don't even have healing items. Come on! What is this?
Trapped like a bunch of helpless ants.
Oh my, ow.
Try to pace yourself.
Wait, that was gone a second ago.
Spare your energy. Running is of little use.
I really don't want to fight this. Oh my god, she's scary.
The countdown has begun.
Oh wait, did that? Oh. Okay. Oh, cutscene. Oh, she's so cool. Oh no, there's a second phase, isn't there? Oh, the one thing I didn't want was the second phase. Please don't make it 3, like child. Oh, she's so cool though. Fuck me. Fuck me. Sorry, I didn't mean to curse. Oh, wait, she's so hot though. Oh, a little late on that one. My team is so bad! Ult. Oh my, ow. My team is so low! What? What was that?
The sun and moon have set.
Oh my god. What is this? 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 Oh my god, wait. Wait. Please don't make a third phase. I can't. I don't want.
You should know better than to crowd in one place.
Oh, I know.
No! I'm sorry, Father!
Oh my god, she's so cool. Holy fuck.
Sorry for what? This pitiful excuse for an attack.
Good god, what is the Traveler gonna do with that fucking training blade? You know what? Props. More accurate Traveler is just playing with the training blade the entire gameplay.
Father,
wait it out, did you? You're stronger than I expected.
We're in her freaking domain expansion now? I just got infinite voided, didn't I? I'm actually infinite voided. Please step on me. Oh.
Still, not strong enough to beat me.
Huh? Is that it? I think that's it. That was so cool.
I believe we can end things here. It's not often that we get to enjoy the company of guests, after all. We wouldn't want things to get too out of hand. Brother, are you all right?
Lenny.
Given that I am the victor of this duel, as agreed, the punishment stands.
No!
I never thought things would end like this.
However, everyone involved in the duel demonstrated a remarkable level of strength and determination. In light of this, I'm prepared to change the method of execution.
Literally, she just said a second ago that that wasn't a pitiful excuse for an attack. Or, huh? Bestie, come on, don't switch up now.
Elwar, the bottled flames I gave you for safekeeping. Do you still have them?
Yes? I wasn't sure what they were for, but I've kept them super safe. I didn't lose a single one.
Wonderful. Then, in just a moment, I'll have you administer them.
Bottled flames?
Indeed. They're the product of a secret experiment. Under certain special circumstances, flames can be extracted from my person and preserved. Once ingested, searing pain will spread across every inch of your body. No harm will come to you physically, but your memories will be burned away. If you can withstand the pain. When you awake, you'll have forgotten everything you know about the House of the Hearth, and will be expelled from the organization.
So that's what she did to this Scar guy.
Administering this concoction will kill the version of you that grew up in the house, and give you a new identity.
So that means the young man that I thought looked familiar, the one selling the newspapers outside the Palais Maria, he must have been the same horror we saw on the list of executions. He wasn't killed at all. I literally said that.
Memory is a mysterious thing indeed. Losing a portion of your memories will alter your sense of self.
No, if my understanding of the knave is right, she really thinks that thinks of that as killing him. The horror that lived in the House of the Hearth is dead. The one that remains is simply a normal person living out his life with his beloved. Even so, it's much better than actually ending their lives.
So, you're just letting us go, Father?
You misunderstand. Memories are extremely important. Once consumed by flame, the version of you standing before me will die, and our secrets will die with you. So no, I don't intend to just let you go, because the person who survives will be nothing but a stranger.
Even so, I won't have to live in fear anymore. I'm sorry, Father. I'm sorry I let you down. But I really...
Don't cry, Filial. You haven't left the house yet, so there are still rules to be followed, yes? Remember what I taught you. Anger makes you impulsive, sorrow causes you to waver. Don't let yourself be controlled by your emotions.
Of course. I'll remember.
Dry your tears, and go pursue the life you really want.
Yes, Father.
Chaplot, Fultz, Elwar. Take them back to Poisson. And bring Lenny and the others as well. I prepared 3 extra vials of bottled flames. As for whether to take them, the choice is yours.
I don't think they will, right?
Goodbye, children. The next time we meet, I will no longer be your father. Thank you for all you've done for the house. I hope you have bright futures ahead of you.
Father.
Let's go.
Here, grab my arm, Linny. I'll help you walk back.
Thank you.
Damn, he got the short end of that fucking stick, bro. He got absolutely decimated. He was wrecked.
Clairvy.
Can we talk now? I've been waiting for a super long time. You really are Perry, aren't you? I haven't seen you in so long. How come you're all grown up? Wait, did I somehow travel to the future on accident? Or am I dreaming? What a long dream.
Neither. You died, Clairvy. That's what happened.
You could have at least sugarcoated it a little. Look, she's done speechless.
Well, how do you sugarcoat you died? If this really is Clary's younger self, then I would say she's probably had enough lies.
Oh. Okay then. Huh? That's it? You accepted it just like that?
Well, how do you not?
Yep. If that's what Perry says happened, then I believe her. Perry wouldn't lie to me. Plus, I don't really need to know why I'm like this. I'm more curious about what happens in the future. If you're a harbinger now, Perry, that means Mother is gone, isn't she? Can you tell me about it? I want to know what happened to her. And to me.
You never stopped trying to defy fate. At first, no one believed you. You could only vent your frustrations to the moon. In fact, you often sought comfort in the night sky. You wanted to see the aurora, so one night we promised each other we would go to Snezhnaya to see it together. Later on, you tried to run away, but you were brought back each time. Mother spared your life, but it wasn't out of kindness. Instead, she decided to make an example of you by slowly torturing you over time. That way, the other children would know what happens to traitors. Still, you never gave up. Mother hoped that through ruthless duel after ruthless duel, she would be able to crown an ultimate victor among the children she raised. But you called on everyone to unite, to fight to a draw in order to reduce casualties. Your efforts may have only delayed the inevitable, but still. You gave them hope. You tried everything you could think of, but every attempt ended in failure. Still, you never turned your sword on Crucibina, and you never turned it on me. On that gloomy day, you told me, "For the last 16 years of my life, I've done everything I can to fight for freedom. But now, I realize that the only freedom I truly possess is the freedom to choose to die.
I never imagined I would say something like that. I must have been feeling really worn down. But somehow, I still think I understand. According to Mother's plan, only one of us was going to make it until the end. And I always hoped that person would be you. If I could do it all over again, I still don't think I would make a different choice. Even when I first met you, I knew you'd be able to do what I couldn't.
Is that so? Even now, I'm not sure I truly understand what kind of freedom you were trying to pursue. But as the head of the House of the Hearth, and as the children's father, I've tried to give them the most basic of freedoms. The freedom to choose their own fate. It's something I discussed with the Eudex of Fontaine. The children who want to leave the house will have their memories wiped clean of all secrets pertaining to the organization. In return, they will be allowed to live a normal life in Fontaine without being prosecuted for their past. Of course, I won't simply hand freedom to them on a silver platter. They have to fight for it and prove themselves worthy of it. Only freedom that is earned has true value.
That's more than enough. That's exactly the kind of life I was fighting for. You know, Perry, I think you're a pretty amazing king, and a really great father, too.
God damn it, she
I'm
eats.
really happy that you're the one who took over the house. I guess I do have one regret, though. I still haven't seen the outside world.
Well, it just so happens that our dear guests over here have been to many nations and traveled to countless places. Perhaps they would be willing to tell you what the outside world is like.
Really? Of course! We've traveled all over the place. We've got so many stories, we could probably talk your ears off for 3 days straight.
Talk about it. Oh, I have to talk about all of the nations? Okay, well, we start from the beginning. Animo. Cool.
You know, I used to dream of being a bard. Playing the lute while singing into the winds of freedom. Even if there was no one there to listen, I would have continued to sing no matter what.
Geo, the land of
That's
contracts.
where it comes from. I never knew that before. If I had some more, I would buy 3 new dresses. One for me, one for Perry, and one for Mother. It's just too bad Perry doesn't like wearing dresses. And Mother, she probably wouldn't accept something like that either. I guess I'd just have to keep them all for me then. I could wear a different one every day.
She's so cute. Electro.
Those yokai you mentioned, what do they look like? I once saw a drawing of this one guy with horns on his head and a super scary face. Are there any yokai like that? Oh, sounds like you're talking about an Oni. Yep, we've met one, and let Paimon tell you, they're not nearly as scary as they look.
They're actually pretty stupid. Talk about Endro.
I was always too afraid to skip Mother's fighting lessons. But at the academia, I bet you could do all sorts of secret things in class. Things that have nothing to do with studying. I'm just kidding. Being able to study whatever you want without having to fear for your life actually
Damn, that is
sounds
rough.
pretty great.
You tell Clary about the various nations you visited. Eventually, the companies return to Fontaine, the nation
Situation
calls
was
home.
super dangerous. Lenny and Lynette were accused of committing a crime, and they were going to have to stand trial at the Opera Epicles. Oh no, that must have been hard for all of you. What happened next? Don't worry, we were able to turn the situation around super quickly. Thanks
She
to
did not just
Detective
whip those
Paimon,
glasses out of her ass.
How'd you do that? Come on, tell me. Okay, so it was like this. After the failed magic show, we rushed to the scene and...
Clairvy is listening really intently to Python's story about our time in Fontaine. She seems really happy, like all her troubles have been forgotten. Maybe this is the first time she's ever been able to truly relax, but I'm not sure how long this moment can last.
Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Any new information they encounter is quickly forgotten over time.
As time passes, she'll probably forget everything we've told her and go back to being that scared little girl who could only hide in the shadows. Look at her just sitting back there. She eats. She ate so hard, left no crumbs, ate the plate, ate the table, ate the world. God, I want to be her so bad. I love Arlecchino so much. She's so hot, I would let her step on me with the sharp part of her shoes. Huh, I was so busy thinking, I almost didn't notice. The sun has risen. Oh, another cutscene, please, Kilby.
Clairvy, you've worked tirelessly
Ah,
from
she
the
eats.
shadows to overthrow the House of the Hearth.
Ate,
Now,
left no crumbs.
by
Batty,
my
I love
authority
you.
as the knave, I shall announce how this matter ends. You are
Please
hereby
assassinate
expelled
me.
from the House of the Hearth. You are no longer tied to this place.
Oh my god, she's
Nor
gonna
are
spin
you
the
bound
sun.
by its rules.
You're saying that I can finally leave? I get to experience the outside world as well?
And you're in the sun.
Oh, I almost forgot. There's no getting older for me.
Ah.
Still, seeing who you grew up to be makes me really happy, Parallel. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.
May we meet again someday.
Clairvy.
Genshin, must we make every character's story thing depressing as heck? Can I have a nice happy one? A nice happy one? Not everything needs to be sad, Mihoyo. Not everything needs to be sad, Mihoyoverse.
She left so soon. Paimon didn't even get to finish her story.
Yeah, thanks.
I
I
also have
wanted
certain
depression
sentiments
before I
left
went to
unsaid.
bed. I needed something to cry to sleep to.
I wanted to tell her that the aurora I saw in Snezhnaya was just as beautiful as the ones in the pictures.
I'm sure. Oh my god. I'm not gonna cry, you're gonna cry. We're not crying today.
But a shadow's memories reset at dawn. Had we delayed any longer, we wouldn't have had the time to say goodbye. Whatever regrets may linger, let them be lost to the coming of a new day.
No, Linny just came
Father?
scuttling back.
It's Linny! Hey, Linny! What is he doing back here? Let's go check it out.
Father, the bottled flames have been administered. Filio and the others have left the house.
And you? What have you decided?
Thank you for giving us that choice, Father. But we never wanted to leave the house. It's the only home we've ever known. Lynette and Fremine feel the same way. They're recuperating back at the Hotel Bouffe d'été. But I decided to come back and tell you where we stood.
I wouldn't have been imagined them leaving anyways. So like, yeah, that's not new information to me, I would say.
I'm sure you're well aware of the expectations I have for you. I want you to follow in my footsteps and become the next king of the house. Yet you seem to have different ideas. I must admit. I'm rather surprised by your decision to stay. There's nothing wrong with choosing to live a quiet life. Leading this organization is a heavy responsibility, one not so easily carried by someone forced onto the throne.
I just never understood what you saw in me. What made you believe I was deserving of that throne?
You're brave, talented, and, most importantly, you cherish your family. You would do anything to protect them, even if it costs you your life.
Speaking up back there was so brave of you, Linny. It's all thanks to you that we were able to convince Father to back down.
You're a hero, Linny.
Hero. Father is the real hero. Had Father gone all out during the duel, there's no way I would have walked away with my life. She must have had it all planned from the beginning, from the very moment she suggested a duel. I'm not deserving of that title. I'm not strong enough or smart enough.
You're wrong. In my opinion, all you need to be deserving of the throne is conviction and the necessary strength to act on it. We may have different ideas of what it means to be a family, but you can hardly be said to lack conviction. What you truly lack is strength. For someone of your talent, though, that's something that will come with time. Even without that strength, you still chose to face me in a duel, even though the odds were stacked against you. That capacity to honor your convictions is what I truly see in you.
Father.
No one knows what the future holds, what tragedy or triumph may be in store. Being at the head of this organization requires the strength of will to face whatever comes. Caution will only hold you back. If reaching a certain standard were required to go after what you want, I would never have succeeded in killing my predecessor. Back then, there was still a considerable gap between our abilities. Strength may decide the ultimate victor, but those who let a lack of strength dictate their decisions or undermine their convictions will never be worthy of the throne.
I understand, Father.
Children must grow up to surpass their parents. Only then can a family continue to flourish. The road ahead is not an easy one, so I'll ask you one last time. Are you certain you want to stay?
You've done so much for me, Father, and that kindness must be repaid. Plus, with Project Stuja at hand, there are many dangers ahead, and I, for one, don't intend to back down. Protecting my family at all costs. That's my conviction.
Then you're welcome to stay. As for Project Stuja, you need not be too concerned. If those cowardly businessmen and heartless dignitaries try to take us down, I'm prepared to teach them a lesson. Having members who longed for the light was our organization's last weakness. With those members no longer among our ranks, the House of the Hearth is like a spider hiding in the shadows. We need only wait for our prey to come to us. At present, our imperative is to use their plan to our advantage. In doing so, a crimson moon shall rise amid the frigid blizzards of winter. No demonstration of loyalty shall go unrewarded, and no sacrifice shall be in vain. As for the two of you, whether we meet again as friend or foe, I'll remember the camaraderie we shared in this moment, no matter how arduous the journey ahead. I hope we both reach our desired destination.